Welcome back to Doom. This time I changed the audio settings, so it should be that we can hear the audio in-game now. Because last time I used a microphone from my headphone. I don't use any headphone right now, because apparently I don't manage it, I don't get it to work. If I do... fuck. Shouldn't let go of the trigger button. Yeah, would have been incredible. Idiotic. There's nothing really in there. Shit. Oh. Stupid. Anyway, I do feel kind of better today, even if I had yesterday nausea, because I ate some leverwurst again. 2 bread, one wasn't too bad, but the second one didn't really do me any favors. And I regretted it later on because of it. I had to lay down with nausea again. I hate when that happens. But I don't have such a strong stomach, so it's not like I have much of a choice in regards to this. Anyway, I wonder which game I should do next. That was stupid. Next after Doom. I don't have that much of a good PC. My PC is very much old. Really, you survived that? I don't really know. Maybe Silent Hill 1. Maybe I can manage to get a PS2 game to work. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking too much ahead. I'm currently at Doom anyway, so I don't really should start too many different games, otherwise I'm never going to finish any game, which is not good. I'm really not a fan of remakes, but I'm still wondering why nobody ever came to the idea to remake Doom. I mean, it's a great game, still is, and I still like it. But considering they remade much more recent games like Silent Hill and even Oblivion, then I'm really wondering why they didn't think about this. To be honest, I'm happy that they didn't remake Doom, because most remakes, they screw up. I'm not a fan of them. I prefer the original, like Silent Hill 2. I prefer playing the original Silent Hill 2 over the remake. For me it's even more obvious, more extreme. In Oblivion's case, because I really hate what it did with the Oblivion remake. The faces in the remake look really uncanny to a strong degree. They never were that beautiful, to be honest. It's Oblivion after all, but what they did in the remake is really atrocious. And of course the damn body type A and B shit they pushed there. In the original it was male and female, but we can't have that for the modern audience, apparently. I really don't even know who they want to favor with this, because even trans people consider themselves either male or female. I never heard a trans person ever refer to himself or herself as body type A or B, as they are either female or male. Or non-binary, but body type, never heard of that shit. It's just dehumanizing. And I, of course, hear the same old phrase, why you care so much, why you care so much. Then I can just answer, respond, they cared enough to change it in the first place. Especially when in the original it wasn't that way. They still changed it up. Which was really unnecessary. And I would prefer if they didn't do this, because I know the word woke has been overused, but I really don't like such woke remakes. There's a reason why I prefer older games. Not only because they're oftentimes better, because since the modern games are often a broken mess, but it's also because I really don't like the political stuff they push in modern games. When I want a game, I want a game. I don't want to be lectured by anybody. If I want politics, I turn on the news. I don't play a game. Damn it. I missed something. Not what? That still doesn't work. I have potion, that's nice. That's very nice. I already saw it. Come here. Yeah, normally I don't like to get too political. But I don't think it's that political to say I don't like politics in game. And I don't like when they push any agendas. Which make older games much more enjoyable because they don't. I get 100% political free games very much impossible, because you automatically build in your worldview if you design a game to some degree, but you don't have to overdo it, you don't have to push it that hard. If it's subtle, which very much is in every old game, it's not into your face, it's very very subtle, then it's ignorable. But if it's so hard into your face that you feel like you're being lectured, then it's not fun. Okay, that was not good. Because, to be honest, I don't see the need to push your agenda into a game. Actually, it's not financially wise either, because most people don't like it. But those companies that push it really have too much money. They can make such huge losses without worrying ever about going bankrupt. That's shit, because if any other person would do such an idiotic decision, they would get bankrupt. But they can afford to do this. And it really shows how broken the market is. Nobody buys that shit. They still can keep themselves afloat. And that's not a one-time thing that they do. It's very often that they do this without really feeling too much of the consequences. Oh, that's the exit. I missed so many secrets, I can already tell. Better safe than sorry. Maybe I have to look this level around, I don't know. I barely found anything. And to be honest, that's why I don't really like it when so many people shill those modern games, especially because they always come with the excuse, but you can't play the original, It's sadly not that easy, especially in older games, because they are not that easy to get by if you don't already own a copy. At least legally, if you know what I mean. And besides of that, the damn remake gets so pushed so hard when you look it up, the game. You don't see most of the time the original, you only see the Modern Warfare remake. That's pushed into your face everywhere you go. It's annoying. Then imagine how shitty this is when something that you really dislike or even hate gets constantly pushed into your face. Because so many people are brainless in that regard and shill that shit. You can literally serve that shit on a plate and they would eat it up and even compliment it. They would praise it. Shit. It doesn't help that I have to deal with enough shit already in my fucking nation. I mean, I love my nation. Fucking hate the state though. The government is shit. Especially with the damn new law they pushed. Where they made some nice little changes like requiring every German male, including myself, to get the permission of the military if I ever want to leave Germany for more than 3 months. It's nice, because they think they own me. They think they own us. Not draconic at all. And to be honest, I really wonder how they are planning to stop me because I'm a dual citizen too. What the hell? Because I am a German American, I have both the German and American citizenship. And I really wonder how they plan to stop me when I say fuck this, I go back to the States. If they really try then to keep an American national in Germany and that at force, I really wonder how they want to do this. And of course I asked ChatGPT, it's a bit stupid, but still ask how they really plan to do this and if the American government would just sit by if they tried it. And apparently they can't do anything. Because they have to respect the shitty laws. And I said, yeah, but do they not have the duty to actually protect the damn citizens? Especially against such draconian laws. And that especially from such a nation that's so fucking weak. The German military is a joke. I could cry about it, so sad it is. We only have ammunition for 2 days. 2 days straight. In a war situation. It's not even a joke. I mean it seriously. 2 days of ammunition if a war breaks out and we are done. Our military is fucked. And so is our nation. And really, why should the US government ever kneel before such a weak government? Especially if such a government goes against American citizens. It's pathetic when a strong nation tolerates dictatorial shit like this from a much weaker nation, especially if it doesn't have to. In my opinion, the government should do what the fucking government actually took a oath for. Protect its damn citizens. For what do we have the strongest fucking military in the world? If we have to tolerate this shit. For what is it good? If they can push around Americans like that. What use has it? When I say I go back to the States, I expect the government to have my back and not to cower before the German government and let them pretty much sacrifice an American just to appease those fucking assholes. I don't call anybody by name. I use asshole as umbrella term. Because if I would call any politician in Germany an asshole, unless it's a right-wing politician, but if I ever would call a left-wing politician an asshole in Germany, I could get arrested for it. Because it's illegal. We are not allowed to make any kind of majesty insults here. We don't want to insult our royalty after all. In our fucking democracy. That's such a joke. Now I got a bit heated again. And that was stupid. And that was especially stupid. Man. And yeah, such things are really just how they are. And they get on my nerves. I especially hate to have to watch every word I say here in Germany, because freedom of speech isn't really a thing here. You can pretty much say everything if you have the correct political leaning, but if you have the wrong one, you have to be very, very careful here around. Otherwise it's hate speech or something else you have to watch for. It's fucking great being an American, but not having any of the protections of one. I have all the duties, that's the fun. I have to pay taxes, I have to fucking serve in the military if a traffic comes. On every other fucking duty an American has, but I don't have any of the rights of one. I don't have the right to free speech. I don't have the right to carry an arm to defend myself. If I'm attacked, I'm completely unarmed and have to hope when I call the police, meanwhile, while I'm attacked, that the attacker doesn't kill me in the meanwhile, while the police, if they show up at all, arrive in time before, I don't know, a criminal stabs me to death. Because you normally call the police not before a crime happens, you call the police when a crime happens or afterwards. And to have to rely on the stupidity of a criminal that he doesn't directly stab you to death because he sees that you're completely unarmed and he doesn't have to fear shit from you, is really not nice. But I'm sure the strict gun laws that we have, that criminals that break laws all the time and have no problems with murder respect those. I'm sure I respect gun laws. It's not like a black market or something like that exists. Gun laws are really so stupid. But most people fall for it. Gun laws in reality only have one reason, and one reason only, and that's to disarm the populace, so that it can rise up against the dictatorial government, like we have here. Because if an unarmed populace would rise up, you could easily just gun it down, or beat it up with the police. You don't have to fear shit from disarmed peasants if you got all your guns. But most people are really blind to see this. They really trust the government to protect us. I mean, it's funny, most people know the government is corrupt, it lies, and does even worse shit. But hey, let us all disarm ourselves and trust the government to be just and honest if we don't have any arms left to defend ourselves. What could go wrong? Geez, I wonder. Oh, those are much too much. That's really not a good situation. No. Come on. Oh yeah, did I say already? The mandatory permission you need is from the ages 17 to 45, as far as I know. Germany. They don't have any means to enforce it now, but they're prepared to get the means to do this. Yeah, it sucks. And I'm sure that's not ending up in any kind of draft planning. It's a joke. What they plan to do, because how are they planning to arm ourselves? We don't have any ammunition. Barely have any guns that work. This is just... sorry man. It's just pathetic. You're kidding. Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is not active anymore. Nope, I knew it. Ammunition is getting low, and I need some. And just in case for any police that thinks they can arrest me because I said asshole, I didn't call anyone specifically asshole. And so with no one specifically insulted, there isn't any reason. Yeah. Finally. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay, nothing happens. That's nice. If I would use the rocket launcher more often, that would be nice. That is not nice. How many of them are there? Ooh. Shit. I think it's always funny if they complain about America. I mean, America ain't perfect, sure. There are many problems there. But compared to Germany, it's much better. Germany became a shithole in many aspects. It's not going any better, especially after the stupid decision to close all nuclear plants. Like fucking morons. I'm sure to deindustrialize us is a very great idea. Nothing that could go wrong with that. Okay, that was not good. If I knew where any health package was, it would be nice. But I don't wanna do the whole level again. Come on. How many are left? Nothing in here. In here. Doesn't go open. In here it does. Oh, great! You're kidding me. I can't afford this. Shit. That's pretty bad. And that was close. Too close. Yeah. I'm screwed. Health would be nice. Would have been better, honestly. I can't walk with 2% health on that. I will be the whole damn level again. Great. Just great.